Hello everyone, my name is Payal Jadhav and my presentation topic is McKinsey's 7S Model Framework. So, introduction to the McKinsey 7S model. The 7S model McKinsey develops takes a holistic look at what makes companies tick and how each element of the company need to be in a harmony for an organizations to operate competitively and manage changes successfully. So rather than focus on the roadmap to change, the McKinsey 7S framework stresses that the coordination of the seven critical components of the companies and are, are what's most important in the changes strategy. Three factors are considered hard elements, and the four factors are considered as a soft element. Shared value is a soft, skills is a soft, staff is a soft, strategy, structure are hard, style are soft, system is hard. So, the McKinsey 7S framework origin. The McKinsey's 7S framework model was introduced in the late 1970s by two former McKinsey consultants, Thomas J. Peters and Robert H. Waterman, who featured it in the book In Search of Excellence. After studying business strategies and successes, Thomas Peters put forth the idea at the heart of the McKinsey's 7S analysis. Companies were missing several key factors that helped their organizations run effectively because they were only focusing on the strategies. These factors, rather than having an order of importance, were all equally important. Peter originally put forth this his larger concept in the 700 slides 2 days presentation to the large corporation. Of course, that long of the presentation would not work for all sorry for all McKinsey's client. So the concept of condensed into the seven factors, we find the McKinsey 7S framework for strategic management. The seven factors of the McKinsey 7S model. The McKinsey 7S framework providing you the several factors that need to be an alignment for your organization to be healthy and thrive. However, there is no specific order to address each element, and you simplified need to make sure they are all addressed at same point in your project. So, shared value. What is the shared value? This is your corporate culture, belief system, and what you are known for, and what does your company want to achieve. What is the mission, its reputation, etc. If your company is known for the being an innovator that blaze trails to do processes, you use also reflect that. If, for example, you are using the antiquated system to support your customer service activity, and then your system factor would be out of the balance, and your shared value factors. So when it comes to applying McKinsey 7S framework in the strategic management of the changes, you want to ensure and your changes project activities are reflecting your corporate culture and the shared value. Skills. This is area of the McKinsey 7S model includes both the organizational skills and the individual employee skills. You want to ensure that your team has the skills necessary to keep you competitive. keep you competitive. And in the case of the changes project, provide the proper employee training to give your team the skill needed for the new process. Another part of this factor in the McKinsey's changes management framework is to decide which skill should be kept in house and which one would be more efficient and outsourced skills. Next is staff. Your staff is another important element in the McKinsey's 7S model. You have to ensure your staff is balanced and diverse, so you shall have the economics of the scope. Other important considerations are hiring practices, turnover, and the staff policies that can be that help and hurt you for businesses. Example: if you are a US company expanding your operations to Singapore, the following would be staff imbalance with other 7S factors of your businesses, that is system, processes, skills. Hiring practice doesn't include Singapore related job posting sites. No one on your team is familiar with the country. Phone systems do not include local Singapore phone numbers. Next one is strategy. McKinsey's describe strategy and organization as a two sides of the same coin. Your strategy is how you plan, you move your company towards the goal while also remaining adaptive. When it comes to change the project, the strategy element in McKinsey's 7S example would be detailed in a plan or change management roadmap you follow to get from your current state to your desired future state. This roadmap strategy needs to be in alignment with all the other six factors within the McKinsey's 7S model. Next one is structure. The structure element in the McKinsey 7S framework refers to your classic organizational structure or chain of command. These are also known as a authority relationship. You you need to sign off on your changes communication. Who would you alert if your timeline is changing? If your organization structure is complex and answer to those questions might not be clear to employees managing a change. Next one is style. Style is related to the culture but is is more about the personal managerial style or the other culture a certain department might operate under. For example, some departments may be more open to outside areas ideas than others. Style is one of the more difficult area of the McKinsey 7S analysis to get on the top of, because it is very personal and changing people's managerial styles require helping them becomes the more self-aware. This is where you will run into, but that's the way we do it around here. And similar type of the attitude that are resistant to change. Having a resistant management strategy can help you bring this factor into balance with the others. Next one is the system. System refers to both the physical system your team work with and the processes and the workflows you have in the place. What happens within your IT infrastructure after an order is placed at your company, or how your HR department handles time of requests are both systems. You can think of the system element of McKinsey's 7S framework strategic management as how work gets done. When planning the change, you shall want to ensure systems, including technology and processes, are aligned with the other six factors to drive efficiency and the productivity. Using McKinsey's 7S model for changes management, because of the nature of the McKinsey's 7S framework, it can be difficult to know where to start or how to use this model in the sequence needed for the change management or company improvement. However, it still be helpful for logging balance during the change project. So here are the steps for using McKinsey 7S in the change project. Do an impact assessment to see how each of the seven factors in the McKinsey 7S model would be impacted by the change. Created your own change plan to address this impact and with a goal to maintain balance. Throughout your changes project, check each of the seven factors to ensure uh, each is being brought into a post change harmony. Adjust strategy as needed. Once your chance project is complete, review each of the McKinsey 7S factors to ensure they are in balanced. McKinsey's 7S model strengths and weaknesses. It is a 7S model we have. So after steps, here are the conclusion for the McKinsey's 7S framework. The McKinsey's 7S framework is a powerful tool to look in the depth at your organization and identify area where it may not be operating in the harmony. It offers a unique insights into the seven keys areas and other changes model do not explore in the same way. The biggest problem of with the 7S model is that it is not well suits as a step by step strategy for changes management. It much better when used as a guide for check a temperature of your company. It can be helpful to use alongside another changes management model or tool to ensure your changes project take the 7S into consideration. So here is all about the 7S model of the McKinsey's. Thank you so much.